Light City Daily Devotional, Thursday, January 9th, 2025. The kind of fast the Lord approves too. So it was, when I heard these words, that I sat down and wept, and mourned for many days. I was fasting and praying before the God of heaven. 1-4. It's one thing to fast, but it's an entirely another thing to fast right. It's not every kind of fast that is acceptable by God. There are scriptural principles to adhere to while fasting. Otherwise, one's action would just amount to hunger strike or mere religious activity. It's very important that we abide by these scriptural standards that regulate fasting so that we can maximize all the possibilities that this season and year of our spirit brings to our way. One thing you need to know is that practice of things stated in the Bible doesn't just translate into answers. It's the revelation that spurred up such practices that determine whether answers would be released unto us or not. Yesterday, we saw that fasting would produce better results in our lives when done under the atmosphere of the Word and prayers, and also with the erasure of hurts from our hearts. Today, we would quickly look at two other factors to consider that would make our fasting yield the best results to us. 1. Fast without being distracted. One of the devil's major tools in this recent time is distraction. A lot of believers are highly distracted in the things of God. They find it difficult to be engrossed in spiritual activities without their attention being diverted by other secular things. One of such major distractions is our cell phone. Many a believer can spend hours on social media, chatting, posting and watching movies, but can't deploy such long hours in either praying, studying the Word, worshiping, or even meditating. Men that their lives counted in the Bible days were men of undivided attention and devotion to God. Daniel was such an example. Even though he was a well-known and busy political figure in his days, he never allowed it to disrupt his devotion to God in prayer and other things. If there is any time to minimize your activities on social media, it's now. Use those hours to seek for God's face and direction in this season, to fast with Bible-based expectations in view. We are promised in the Word of God, as believers, that our expectations shall not be cut off. It has been declared our year of the Spirit. But for you, what are your expectations for the year? Aside the ministry's plan to reach out to more souls this year, what are your own individual plans and projects for the year? This is not only in spiritual matters alone. You can have an expectation in your career, finances, or even on behalf of your family or loved ones. Carefully write down the expectations and continually present them to God, so that when they come through, you would know they have even been answered. Don't just begin the year anyhow. Do it with the right expectations in view.